Shalom, this is Patrick A., and you are watching Punk Rock Torah, weekly commentaries on the good book. We are listening to Mondo Generator. In case you don't know who Mondo Generator is, that is Nick Oliveri, the former bass player for Queens of the Stone Age. I have a special relationship with this band because my drummer, Josh Lamar, in my band Can used to play drums for Nick Oliveri. From what I understand, Nick is working on a new album. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'm excited about it anyway. Alright, so Parsha Vayakhel. Alright, what do Steven Spielberg and Parsha Vayakhel have in common? What they both prove is that sometimes what you don't say is more important than what you do say. Alright, in this section, Moses tells the Hebrews to build a tabernacle. It's basically like a live-action repeat of Parsha Teruma. Detail after detail about, how it's constructed and all the little joints that are made of silver and blah blah blah. It's really, really boring. It's not a very spiritual section at all. Okay, but here's the important part. In the section, Moses asks the righteous of heart to bring their objects to help build the tabernacle. Pretty much everyone does. It doesn't really say anything about what the unrighteous people did, which is weird because in the last section, the Hebrews look like a bunch of idol-worshipping jerks. And, now all of a sudden they're saints, given all their possessions to build the tabernacle. It never talks about the people who didn't offer to help with the tabernacle, and I have a hard time believing that the whole, nation of people went from being really awesome to being really terrible, and then really awesome again that fast. Okay, so what does that have to do with Steven Spielberg? Well, in the movie Jaws, Steven Spielberg made a really sort of important decision, and that was that halfway through the movie, you never saw the shark. And that's weird, because come on, it's a movie called Jaws. You gotta see the shark. How can he do that? Well, Spielberg knew that the power of not showing the shark created an air of mystery that drew audiences deeper into the story. Since you didn't see all the blood and the guts of the bikini-clad yuppies getting eaten by a sea monster, your imagination runs wild with all the possibilities. So that's what Parsha Vayakhel does. We never know what happened to those unrighteous people, and we're left to wonder, did they sit on the sidelines and, watch everybody happily give to the temple? Were they people that really liked idolatry and they didn't want to get involved with the temple? They missed the golden calf? We don't really know. That yearning for an answer is the greatest strength of the Torah, and it's the greatest strength of Judaism, because sometimes in life we don't have all the answers, or at least the answers that we want. But the Torah is a great resource to draw from, not necessarily to get all of the answers, but to know what the right questions are to ask. It forces us to question our lives, how we live, how the world works, and create life in a more abundant, happy way. It makes us more human. So, ultimately, Vayakhel says, don't be a part of the answer, be a part of the mystery. Thanks a lot. You've been watching Punk Rock Torah.